it as well.
That's just brutal, right? Exxon was blinded as well, just standing in the flames, completely blinded, naded to oblivion, and burnt alive.
I would hate to play against Astralis on Inferno. Like, you're just gonna get bombarded with nades over and over and over again.
Well, here comes the play though. And Glaive, he hears them. Molotov. Oh no, he's gonna burn a couple alive. They're gonna jump on over, and Al is gonna get fried. Dupree and Device gonna chime in, and it's an absolute slaughter. Not a full eco, a few upgraded pistols for ENCE, but Astralis is going to be happy with that. They've strung 5 in a row now, and for ENCE, they haven't really found much success apart from the pistol and the falling anti-eco, and that's going to be a worrying factor right now. Looking at the scoring department, 3 kills apiece for each and every one of the players on ENCE. It has been kind of quiet so far.
Well, at least they're consistent.
Coming in, though.
That is positive. Positive sign. Yeah, but Barney coming in, like you said, AKs though, no op. T-side Inferno, could be difficult to get that op going anyway. These AKs might just free them up, but here comes the utility bombardment again. I like that they're just not going into Banana. They're just kind of waiting for a little second here, waiting for Astralis, but the thing is, Astralis don't just toss their utility willy-nilly, right? They always have the informed utility usage, so they always wait until they've got enough information to make their decision on where they're going to use that utility. It's not like they'll just throw it for no reason.
Oh yeah, but the thing with Astralis is the utility usage, especially like you mentioned on Inferno, is it puts a fear of God in your opponents. So sometimes you have banana control without even going for banana control. It's like your opponent is so terrified and petrified, you're just going to be naded to oblivion, right? But this time though, ENCE goes on a small little excursion towards Banana. Find there's no one there close by. Zepex and Glaive once more. Center crossfire. A smoke will be deployed by Zepex. Glaive said he has the incendiary and the smoke as well, so they have a lot of utility to keep the T's at bay for the time being. But right now, ENCE are favoring this A-bomb site.
Well, they certainly are. They're bringing in the 5th player over as well. They did leave Sergey over towards B, but now they've pulled him over as well, and all 5 players congregating in towards the A-bomb side. The stacks of their forces heading this way, and now Magisk is going to play with the edge of the smoke. Now, he's probably one of my favourite pit players to watch in this game, and while Sunny is going to catch himself, Glaive trying to make the rotation. Now ENCE looking good. Now Magisk really has to stand tall. He finds the bomb carrier, but with 15 seconds left, there's still plenty of time, but Device is going to be the linchpin. He spots the bomb, running in towards the side. There it is. Device stops it from going down, but still enough time for the plant. Zipex probably not going to win this round. Ian's going to be off towards A long. God, that was close. Device was just sitting in the smoke, trying to sit there with the deagle in his hands. Nearly gets it done, but luckily ENCE recover. They find the important kills, and that's just a little bit unfortunate for Astralis. They just don't win the aim duels, and ENCE just run over the top with them on that A side.
The crazy thing is, Device, he was so very patient, and if they hadn't checked that corner, if they hadn't checked the motor box, he would have waited for the time to kind of like tick down to like 4 or 5 seconds, then he would have got a C4 planter, and with that, despite being perhaps at a man disadvantage, they're still going to win the round. But ENCE hold on, and this is going to be the first round in quite a while. X7 scoped in, Zepex waiting in the edge, he knows where they are, he's going for the hunt, he's going to take away a gun. That's going to hurt the money a little bit, but for ENCE, at least they win a buy round, finally, after what's felt like forever. For Astralis, though, the money is ridiculous. It's like the Bank of Abu Dhabi, they can buy whatever they want. Looking very, very good indeed, money-wise.
So, another important round, another hurdle for ENCE to try and clear here. They have got plenty of utility, but there we go. Right back to Astralis, tossing utility straight in towards Banana. They're going to be fighting for it this time. In the last round they didn't really, they just kind of struck so much fear, like you said, into ENCE in that previous round that they kind of elected to just give it up. So, now Sergey in a good position, though, is going to be holding off and catches Glaive. That's an opening for ENCE.
A little surprising as well. They should have been aware there could be a player potentially holding that angle instead. It's taken down. This is something we've seen time and time again, Dicko, with Glaive just going for this aggressive play. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it just doesn't. This time around, well, it doesn't go their way. We have the trade coming in, but a trade is still favoring ENCE. Sunny pushing in with Device scoped in, going for the fight. He's going to be caught out, going in the open. Unfortunately, Ariel just pushing up, holding W. He gets the frag bomb, he's going to get planted. Retake possible, but not not looking that great for Astralis, and the call has rung out. It is going to be the save from Magisk and Zipex, and hence they finally start to string a couple of rounds together here. It's going to be 4 rounds to the 5 of Astralis. However, the money still very solid for the Danes.
I feel like the position Device plays inside of the A-bomb site, he can do some nutty things from there, but he needs the help from the pit, I think, to have success consistently in that spot. Because if you get overrun from multiple different positions, if there's just too many players coming up short and they all have their attentions turned to you, there's just nothing you can do with that AWP, right? You're just kind of stuck there. That's why having one of the best pit players in the entire planet in there to help you, Magisk, for the majority of rounds, is the right way to go. And it really elevates the performance, I think, of Device in that A-bomb site area with the AWP. Magisk wasn't there in that last round, and we could see how much of a weakness that created with Device under pressure, with those players running up short. There was just too many to really target, and there was no assistance from the pit area. So Device struggled. He still gets 2 kills in the round, but he'll get the ult back in.
It feels like it also comes down to like losing a player earlier on, right? If they don't lose Glaive early there, they can send a player towards A, and then it makes that whole site much more easier to hold on to. Instead, losing Glaive early on means they have to split the defense. It's going to be usually a 2-2 setup, and that's always going to be tricky indeed. Hence, starting to wake up, Dinko. Mac 10s, though, they're not aware of how good the buy is still from Astralis, and that's going to be the first kill going their way.
That's such a nutty angle held by Dupree. It's really difficult. So you spot a little bit of the player coming into the hallway, but landing that shot as a T player, you go try it at home. You know, you're just not going to get that angle too often. So Dupree really playing with that little pixel angle, taking the kill and falling off. It's a really good job. Especially because he's elevated on the railing as well. So that makes the crosshair offset slightly. If you want to get that initial headshot, you've got to walk around the corner aiming 2 players high, and that just isn't going to happen.
Oh, indeed. It's one of those angles where if you play it right, if you keep varying it a little bit here and there, you can multiple times get a kill and fall away. Play coming in towards Archway. It's going to be just push back. We're still going to hold the line. Goes for the spray. Just finds one. Sunny with a quick trade. Still man advantage maintained by Astralis. But it is going to be the B hit coming out. It's actually drawn the rotation thing, though. We see Zipex with CD Spawn heading towards A, and one lone soldier towards the B bomb site. It is Glaive, all by his lonesome.
Well, Device might just get this kill on the Sunny, and that is, in fact, the frag. Once they see nothing else here, they basically answer left now. They have to run into B immediately. There's not much time left. They have to go for this. Well, the rotation has come back in. Zipex has arrived, but Glaive at the back of the bomb site is still causing problems. He'll move through. Denies the bomb from Sif. Lee passing on towards the site. He does it all. Last 2 kills coming in. It's Astralis with 6. And that is a big round from Glaive at the back of the site. He'll be happy with that. Just patiently waiting. He is the anchor, of course, and Zipex makes the rotation over. Glaive steadily just sits back. And Astralis with another round. ENCE coming back into with a buy. I think you hit the nail on the head there as well. I think they killed a little bit of a mystery. They didn't realize how much money Astralis actually had in the bank. And it's still not stopping. Look at the money.
It is ludicrous, and especially when you win 5 in a row, while barely losing any members, that's exactly what's going to happen. The 5 rounds that Astralis have won, in fact, all the 6 rounds they've won so far, the bomb never got planted. And Sunny, despite being blinded, it still gets a kill, with fast trades taking place. Ooh. Now Zipex spots a player right up close, but still spins around and gets the kill on Sergey. That's huge. It was a 4v4, in which case you would kind of favor the T side, because obviously it's going to take time for the rotations to take place, because it is Inferno, it's not new. But Device pushing up, this is very risky, but it still makes it count. He gets the kill. Smoke, deployed, looking for more. Spotted Alu though. But now 2v4 looking very, very good indeed for Astralis, and Device not falling back anytime soon. Alu misses the shot, and Device still running around. This guy's a madman.
Alu coming back in. A minute left on the clock. Glaive just hiding in the cubby corner. 2 players still here. Oh, towards B for Astralis. It's not going to be easy no matter where ENCE go. Certainly not easy in towards this B site with Zipex up on the boost. Magisk just baiting. Gonna actually lose his head immediately, but surely they do not expect this boost. We never really see players check this for some reason. It's gonna be Zipex, so that easy kill. Alu is gonna fall, and especially because, you know, they've already killed that CT player. In your head, you're already thinking, okay, we've toppled that CT. Oh, what? Out of nowhere, X7 right through the smoke. A headshot deploys on towards Glaive, and now there's a chance to win this overall. It was looking down and out, but Zipex, of course he'll win it. The 1v1 goes his way. A 4K picked up, but X7, Oh my god, nearly got me going there.
That was the first one good. The second one ridiculous. And I kind of felt like if it continued going for the spray, he might have got a little lucky there. But it waited for a while. They tried to play towards the first oranges, and Zepex, of course, he's going to use everything at his disposal. A Molotov tossed in. And that's going to be the end of X7, but making it, for a moment there, making everyone believe he could potentially have pulled off that clutch. 7-4 though. Astralis do manage to kind of bounce back here. 2 in a row now for ENCE. 4 rounds on the T-side Inferno. Not going to be quite good enough yet. They still have to decide whether to go for the buy here. They can potentially go for it. 5k, 5.3 on X7. You have the lowest player is Aerial on 3750 and Alu on 3800. So they can go for like maybe a couple of Galils and a little bit of utility, while Sergey and Sunny were going to go for the AKs alongside X7, and it looks like that is indeed going to be the play. Alu and Sergey and Aerial, in fact. I like the fact that they are committing a little bit more to the utility rather than just going for firepower. It's going to be the 2 AKs and 3 Galils. However, for Astralis, it's everything, the entire arsenal at their disposal.
Well, utility being used up early on from ENCE this time. Shoot up towards the top of Banana, trying to really battle Astralis over here. But Astralis, if you watch over the past few demos, even within, I would say even the last year, maybe 2, you'll see the same sort of stuff. It's these 3 players heading towards top Banana early, tossing heaps of utility in towards Banana. It's all calculated, it's all positioned correctly, and it's just unstoppable. It's a system they haven't had to change because it works. And while Aerial is just going to run up in towards A long, catches badges. He did rotate back over towards the archway. He was originally playing over towards B, but this time Glaive going back in, but it's Sunny with a headshot, and now ENCE hold the advantage, and they're going to be running back over towards B. There's a huge weakness here. They understand Glaive is the player that's usually over on that B bomb side, so when he gets that kill over towards A, that's information that the B bomb side is probably weak here, if not empty.
Sunny's walked on past. And Zepex might be caught up with a smoke, but he still managed to recover. Looking for more, gets the double, and he stays alive at 10 HP. Dupree's unaware where Sunny is, but Sunny has to strike. He's got to go for the kill, and that's going to allow Dupree to get the kill. It's all in X7 again, Dinko in a 1v3.
X7, 1 versus 3 to try and make it happen. He's right in front of the smoke. He'll be heading his way back over towards the Banana side. There's just so many players coming in from multiple different positions. You do not envy his position, and Device will get rid of him. A little bit of BM this time coming in from Device. We see some of it displayed by Sergey a little earlier on, and Device is having a field day. Hit 4. Astralis will win the half by 1 at a minimum. And while
Device there with a Molotov to its library, the second he was smoked off, he tossed in the Molotov at the entrance of archways, keeping ENCE at bay, and that allowed the 2 CDs coming up arch to get the kills and the trades going their way. That was such a genius Molotov there. If he hadn't tossed it in, we could have probably seen ENCE just running into archway and overwhelming CD spot and potentially just winning the round. So some very, very smart decision making taking place there, both from Device as well as from good old Zepex over to the B bomb side.
Zepex does most of the work there. That's huge from him. Finding those kills, stopping that attack going forward, while Magus doing a good job at starting things off the spray, catching Sunny as well. Oh, and this is not the start you'd be looking for. They're just not having any success in towards Banana. This is horrible. And Zepex had a knife in his hand. Was that a smoke? Doesn't matter. He pulls the rifle at the right time anyway. Catches out Alu. And X7 and Aerial. Well, 2v5. Yeah, this round's done already. It's surely gonna take a monumental performance out of these 2 players to even get somewhat close at taking a few players down here for Astralis. Never mind winning the round. And while Device is gonna catch Aerial, looked away at the wrong time for a second, but he's able to react fast enough and take down Aerial as he emerges from the boiler. But now again, at X7, this time 1v5, and it's just not going to happen. Device peeks down in towards mid, 9-4, feels like Astralis are starting to get that machine going. It was misfiring a few of the cylinders in the previous map, but it seems to be fixed. They've got to the mechanics, and Astralis are right back to being a machine. And, well, Device certainly is a machine himself.
Oh, he is a machine, and Zepex is a beast. 14-4 for the man. Well, not usually, well, we all know, I think everyone on the planet is aware of his clutching prowess, but not really known for being usually on top of the scoreboard. And right now, he is just beasting on this map. And a fast play being set here towards mid, and Device, he things second. That's a lovely nade. That's a beautiful nade. Oh, look at the damage.
God.
Look at the damage. Nades and 5-7s galore. Finally, Ariel does the reply back. Dupree switch mode to P250. He's going to get the kill. And a fast pace being set there by ENCE, but the nades just doing so much of damage. Dupree has all the time in the world to pick up the third.
That's lovely. I love that from Dupree. But 10-4, we head into the last round of the half. It's Astralis, double figures reached already. ENCE not really doing much here on the T side of Inferno. They've been running into a brick wall, and Astralis just they just do not hesitate to shut them down time and time again. ENCE with a buy, it's going to be the ult for Alu. The utility is somewhat limited on him, but the rest of his team, they've got plenty of utility. So, good buy at least coming in here from ENCE towards the end. We'll see if it's enough to master a 5th round, but they desperately need this. I think, obviously, 10-5 is much, much better than 4 rounds.
No, absolutely. These are one of the round differences where just a one round can make such a big difference, right? It gives you that little bit of extra space to work with, extra room to work with. And a device continuing his reign of terror. I just want to point out, the previous round, most operas, many operas we know, when they realize that multiple T's are running up mid, they're going to be tempted to take that shot, right? You might get a collateral, might get a highlight moment. Device, he doesn't have any of it. He just immediately switches over to his name, tosses it in, and of course gets that kill. Dupree replying back, avenging his fallen teammate. Ariel sneaking out, he can get a kill here. He finds Magisk. Now they only one player on the A bombs, and it's Dupree, and he's all alone, trapped in a corner. But he's gonna find both. He's looking for a third, and he's gonna get all 4 killed on the A bomb side. 11-4 for Astralis.
Huge play from Dupree. He's really elevated his performance. You know, he's a little quieter on the first 2 maps, but this is the Dupree we love to see. Huge plays from him. 11-4 at the half. Astralis looking to try and break down ENCE here on Inferno, looking for the 2-1 in the series. Join us after the break to see if that is the case.
Traveled all alone, feeling my body leveled on my own. I can just feel it, no way to stop it. The sounds of the music so through my bones. I can just taste it, no need to fight it, 'cause I'm out here staying. It's life to my soul. Lightning and thunderstorms will never stop me before. This light is never over, not until I leave the floor. So much passion, baby, I can never get enough. So don't you try and stop me, dance until the sun comes up. Traveled all alone, feeling my body leveled on my own. I think I'm up in heaven, 'cause you were hell. I gave back my freedom, made
Welcome back to ESL 1, Road to Rio. It's the last half of the day. It's Astralis versus ENCE. And well, if Astralis can overcome some of their pistol woes, which have been evident across the board, ENCE have been very solid, well, they might just close this half very quickly, but it's Alu off to a great start. Glaive hitting the deck, and Alu coming back in for more. This is looking so dire. All the kills coming through. It's going to be a 4v2.
Well, make that a 1v4. Zipek's left alone, and he is a clutch minister after all, but this might be too much of a tall ask for him. Sergey to end him with a little bit of a love tap from the 5-7. Have ENCE won every pistol round so far?
They have.
In all the maps. That is insane.
Did Astralis win the second on train? The second half pistol?
Perhaps. Okay, maybe, but ENCE have won at least 5 out of 6 here.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But that is nutty from ENCE. And yeah, you could say Astralis might be weak in the pistols, but ENCE also are pretty strong. They have good ideas coming into it, they're good recoveries. Alu seems to just be an absolute god in the pistol. I'm always just seeing his name pop up in the kill feed. He's doing great stuff, and the pistol is obviously very important here, especially since they only managed 4 rounds in the entire half. So, time to show up, time to get that momentum going on the CC affair. I like that Astralis didn't force buy, even though they have plenty of rounds to play with. That's the exact reason why they don't go for the force buy. They have no real need to. You can let ENCE have a few of these rounds. It's just about getting those rifles out early.
First niche place, it doesn't matter how you win, honestly, but that is the name of the game. Sergey is going to find Dupree, and like I said, full eco. Just probably wasting time here, just trying to potentially figure out what the setups might be for ENCE on this anti-eco. And for ENCE, Mac 10's UMP. It's going to be a field day, just farming a little bit of cash, as Alu's going to chime in a frag of his own. It's going to be a pretty comfortable mob up here coming in for ENCE, and they're going to get round number 6, however. The buy coming in from Astralis is going to be AKs and LR and whatnot, and that means that the fact that they have these SMGs could be a little bit of a problem for ENCE. So expect a little bit of aggression from ENCE, especially towards Banana area. They're going to try and take these close quarter battles, or even might be towards an apartment stack coming out with the MP9s and the UMP. Something a little bit different from the usual default setups you might be expecting on the CT side.
So, a little something funny. So I tried to fix a few model issues, and it's actually just got rid of pretty much everyone's new model. So no one has a gun right now. That will be fixed as soon as possible, ladies and gentlemen. So as soon as we have a time to fix that on over, we'll try and get it fixed. But most people don't even have a gun.
Yeah, hopefully during the attack timeout or something, but... Well, there you have it. We have the aggression coming out. This is lovely from ENCE. This is exactly what it needed to do. In fact, they went for both of it. They went for the banana aggression, Dinko, and they also went for the aggression towards apartments. That was risky from Sunny there. If he got taken down, that would have been the B bomb site compromise, but he survives, and he's got backups as well arriving in the form of Alu, and that is a lovely work from ENCE. They had the SMGs, and they went for the close quarter battles, especially towards apartments and towards banana, and they make it work, and it is now a 2v5. Favoring the Finnish side, when Magisk finds one.
Well, Flash goes up, and trying to make their way in towards the side. There's 55 seconds in play. ENCE are going to be rotating players over towards the B-bomb side, but the bomb's actually towards the second middle. Sunny catches Magisk just sprinting on towards the B site, takes him down easily, and now it's only Device with an AK in his hands. Not looking like this is going to be too fruitful for Device. He'll walk up towards top middle, clearing a few of the corners here, but... And we should be looking at a relatively clean round from ENCE. A little bit limiting the casualties, that's exactly what will happen. They keep 4 players alive, Device falls, and, well, back to another low buy here for Astralis. Looking at 8 rounds here for ENCE.
Should be 8 rounds, and slowly but surely they are starting to reduce the deficit they find themselves in. And for those who are probably tuning in right now wondering why this game is so very important for the side of ENCE, Astralis sitting pretty much on top of the leaderboards for the group, but ENCE, it's a must-win. They need to win this game in order to ensure that they qualify out from the group stage. And right now, Astralis with the 4-round lead should shortly be just a 3-round lead as long as ENCE play this one correctly. They're playing this pretty passively, and Alu should be careful of not getting taken down. They're pushing up, but the AWP is not going to get the second kill. He gets taken down, but Sergey replies by leaving it all on Glaive with the AWP to make something happen. He gets plucked as well, and Device left alone. In a 1v4, he's got the deagle, but it's gonna be a little hard.
Well, Device now, the last remaining player. He'll be on 25 HP, quarter of his health, and set back in towards second middle. Back towards bottom mid now. ENCE just swarming the bomb, and Device is just hoping that he can find something. Just a kill or two. Just one would be a bonus. Anything he grabs here, certainly a bonus. But ENCE just covering off the bomb. Device not getting anything. He's eventually going to walk into the lion's den, but look at this crossfire. Have you ever seen anything more deadly? This is just not going to work. Sunny does shut down Device, and there's an 8th round for ENCE. I love how they're not taking any liberties, right? That's something... The way ENCE are playing that, you just see the amount of effort they're putting in. Even when they're 4v1 against Device, and he's got 25 HP with a pistol only. When you see this kind of stuff come out from the EU teams, and then you see what we've seen earlier in the CIS matchups, it is unbelievable, the juxtaposition.
Let's not talk about that, please. I mean,
this is reminding me of that scary time.
This game has erased the memories of that game we casted earlier today, and let's keep it like that. X7, domed by the nades. 18 HP, that's a lot of damage being inflicted early on. Astralis now with a buy. They've played this in a very orthodox fashion so far, like you mentioned. You pointed out how they haven't really taken much liberties with the force buys despite having the lead. And that's just them allowing some of the freedom to work with more utility, the better weaponry, and ensuring that if they're going to play around, they want to make sure they have everything in the kitty to make it work, instead of just having to rely on like half buys, kind of like scuff buys, where you might have a few guns, but utility is not great, or you have the utility, but you have to make do with the UMPs, the MAC-10s, and the Galil. So, looking pretty good right now for ENCE, though. Even despite X7 being down to 18 HP, you see the hit coming into its brackets. Dupree and Glaive find themselves an empty part of the map. The nade, though, sailing in from aerial, does a little bit of chip damage on Dupree, not too much, though. And now Sunny pushing up. The flashbang is good. He finds Device. That is massive. Trade doesn't take place. Magis is going to come out, but Sunny, firepower indeed, finds two. Tries to go for the third, but FX not able to get the kill. This is huge from Sunny. He's done his job. He's going to get taken down here by Glaive, but that's okay. As Alu's going to find Dupree. It's all in Glaive, the captain in a 1v4. I don't think there's anything he can do from this point.
No, and this is kind of scary now for Astralis. They haven't won a single half in the second half. They haven't even looked close. This is just beautiful CS from ENCE coming through on the CT side, and I'm loving it. This is the type of performance I wanted to see from them coming into this. I didn't want them to lie down and die and let Astralis just walk over the top of them. This is a good fight being presented, and Sunny getting the 3 in towards Banana. That's perfect. 15 and 14. Put some positive in terms of KD. And now Astralis starting to feel the pressure a little bit. Maybe not just at this point. They're not too scared, but they're likely to lose this round completely. Then we're 11-10, and that's when, that scoreline is gone, right? That indomitable lead, that huge buffer we've seen Astralis have, is completely out the window.
And also, not just about the rounds, if you look at the money is so good for ENCE, and we spoke about this with for Astralis earlier on, but definitely looking very good for ENCE so far. Sunny will make his escape. That was scary for Sunny. He was at the bottom of Banana. There was no one over to the B-bomb side, although X7 has made his way there. Nice little nade combo there. Sunny finds the effects and Molotov to keep them at bay, but Magis at range finds the kill. Now we know Sunny's all alone. Rotation is taking place now, but the flames are going to dissipate very, very quickly. Alu, his spider sense tingling. He knows someone's around mid. As Sunny goes for the spray, he gets dinged, but doesn't matter. 1 HP, he stays alive, and he's going to find one more. Lovely work from Sunny. And it's all on Dupree. Although it was just the pistol investment. That's a nice hold indeed coming out from Sunny. 1 HP, he stays alive. They haven't lost, just losing the 1 player. And a bomb dropped on the side. There's nothing Dupree can do, and it is going to be round number 10. Double digits coming in for ENCE.
Well, 11-10. There's the scoreline that's starting to look pretty scary now for Astralis. Now I've got the AKs in the purchase here, but they haven't won a single round here in the second half, and this is the time to change it. They have to get it under their belt. Otherwise, ENCE, even the scoreline, the momentum is completely on their side. And while Astralis, they'll see anything can get done. It's going to be the nade going up. X7 Oh, he's gonna do a lot of damage. That nade actually dropping Device to 32, Magis to 56. Astralis are getting a taste of their own medicine.
Oh yeah, this is basically, yeah, ENCE basically replying back to Astralis and telling them what you can do, we can do better. Device Magisk already low without having spotted a single fin. This is indomitable from ENCE. 6 rounds in a row on the CD side, and in each and every one of these rounds, we mentioned this earlier on the first half, Astralis haven't got the bomb down even once, Dinko. And that's a very scary proposition. That means they've not been able to get their way into the sites here, and look at this setup. Sergey from above finds Dupree, despite the missed shot from Alu.
Well, it's Device, the front man. The shot's going to be X7 gone. He's going to be looking for a tad more, but at the back of the bomb site, the boost is going to be the main position the Device needs to worry about. He's going to check it. Sunny taking off. And oh no, ENCE have lost every pillar of support in this B bomb site. And now Alu trying to get involved. It's going to be a nice quick shot as he takes down Device. Running back into the site, looking for the shots as Zipex gets towards the back lines. Going to be the Molotov heading in towards New Box to try and clear the spot, but Zipex up on top of the boost. This is a good setup with him and Glaive. It's going to be difficult to try and take away. Glaive gets an easy kill to Alu. Zipex taking down Ariel. And now it's only Sergey. A 1v3 retake for the young Finn, and it's just not looking like a real possibility here for him. He's going to be shut down, and Glaive will make it happen. 12-11. Astralis finally went around in the second half.
Took a while. Took a long while indeed to finally streak from ENCE. 6 rounds on the trot. And the thing for the Finnish side is the money is so flush. They can go for whatever buy they want. Full buy coming out again. The purchase now would be off. Sergey would be on. Them M4A1s, mixture M4A1s and M4A4s. Astralis finally some signs of life here in the second half. It looks very, very quiet indeed. Just to point out, going to the second half, not one play. Okay, Device. Okay, shift delete on Alu.
Well, easy kill towards top middle. Device able to pick that up, and now he'll move forward. Ariel around the corner. Be shutting him down. Sergey coming in. Dupree picked off. Now this is good for Astralis. A man advantage. They'll be looking solid. Device going to catch X7. And now, well, Device swinging out into the open. It's Sergey in the middle of the site. Device taking him down. Now it's only Sunny. A 1v4, and this is the kind of round that you expect from Astralis. Device just shotting up, getting a 4K, taking everyone down, and he wants the ace as he moves forward, but Sunny's going to deny it in the most embarrassing fashion. The knife kill coming in, and well, that's kind of anticlimactic for Device. But still a brilliant round nonetheless. 4 big kills. Wins the round single-handedly for Astralis, and now Sunny having to save on the other end of the map.
Yeah, but Device, my word, single-handedly, just pretty much opening up towards mid, the one-tap deletion of Alu. And just continuing to push ahead, and just completely dismantling the A-bomb side. Yeah, Sunny does get the constellation shank between his shoulder blades, but that's not going to be enough. And it's going to be 13-10. Astralis inch closer to round number 16. How's it finally stopped, Dinko? This train from ENCE stringing so many rounds together in what has looked like such a beautiful CD side. Astralis finally, they put their foot down. They said no. Seem to be done with this.
Just took one win in the second half, it seems, to get them back into things. But ENCE not going to let them out of the woods just yet. They're going to have a buy coming in. It's going to be the ult for Alu, the rifles for everyone else available. And we'll see what Astralis have up their sleeve. Not the rest of the second half. It's going to be the AKs in play. No ult for Device, but he's shown in the last round he doesn't really need it to have the same sort of impact that you'd expect from him. Just 4K in the last round. And that's the crazy thing. I think that's one of the most important assets of a star player, is the fact that they are good on every weapon. They are good in every single situation. Device is good on the pistols. He's an incredible world-class AWPer, rifler. You know, he's got everything going his way, but he's going to disappear again. He's going to find himself one at a second. Device continuing just a meat grind ENCE. Oh, this is looking huge for him. The flash is going to go up. Another one at the ready to go around the corner. And this is good for Astralis. continue to run up in towards B. Device has just been the key to unlock these rounds for Astralis in the last few rounds now. And ENCE haven't really been able to deal with it. They won't be able to deal with it in this round either. He's forced them to save. They have to go over to the other side of the map. In fact, they already started there, but they're not going to be leaving. And it's 14 to 10.
He's just been activated, hasn't it? Device has had enough. He's just done with this. He's just tired of losing on the T side. Single-handedly just winning rounds at this point. Previous round, mind you, that was a buy round as well. He just deletes Alu at mid, who had the AWP. He just rushes ahead, almost gets the ace. It looked like Majesk might have timed out, so he might have a restore. Oh, not a restore, but he might have a pause, technical timeout, technical pause coming in. Maybe that's a time where we could potentially just try and see if the gun model might be, hopefully can be fixed. But Device has had enough, and that is scary. When he starts taking matters in his own hands, and bear in mind, it's not like his teammates are right behind him, helping with pop flashes and whatnot. He's just literally just walking in and taking the deals and plucking heads like chickens. So we're 14 to 10. We will be having a very quick tech timeout, as I do believe Majesk has timed out for now, but he should hopefully be coming back very, very quickly.
Yeah, hopefully it is quick comeback from Majesk. We'll see if we get these few balls fixed. It's always hilarious how many issues we still have in CS after all this time.
Yeah, it's also online Counter-Strike. It reminds me of good old days. I feel like everyone's so used to like LAN CS with like full-fledged production. You have like 100 member strong production crew.
Yeah, everyone's kind of like spoiled a little bit. We know what to expect. We've just got so used to it and accustomed to just having huge production crews, the best in the industry, making everything happen. And when you kind of have these scenarios, it all kind of crumbles, unfortunately.
Yeah, and also bear in mind, we have 4 games happening right now simultaneously, which of course is going to stretch the production capabilities of even a giant like ESL. Well, 14 to 10 right now, and Astralis, it seems like they are out of the rut. They have finally woken up, or rather, Device has woken up. He's netted 6 kills in the past 2 rounds, and those 6 kills just netted them very, very convincing wins there. 14 to 10, 2 remaining, and for ENCE, Dinko, this is a do or die game. Remember that. This is just a quick reminder. If ENCE don't win this, they're out. They're out of the road to Rio. At least this one, this iteration. ESL won the road to Rio, and needing this win. Astralis on top of the group, though. They're feeling very comfortable alongside NIP. And now, despite showing sparks of life, despite showing that they can hold their own against Astralis, will they fall at the very end, at the finish line is the question.
Well, the Molotov going up in towards top banana is going to be Majesk taking down 1. Glade coming in as well, like 7 picked off, and now the charge can come through. Smoke down in towards spawn. It's going to be Sergey that swings and drops Majesk, and now Alu and Ariel. 2 versus 4. Round 25 is looking good for Astralis to grab map point, to grab series point, while Glade is doing damage to the smoke. It's not going to get the kill, but at least does damage on towards Alu. Now Zipfex trying his best for a little bit of smoke antics as well. Alu tosses the Molotov in front of the coffins. It's not going to quite extend enough, unfortunately, to prevent anything from happening. Well, now ENCE realise they've got to fall back, but they're falling back into the dangerous arms of Dupree, who wants to take these kills. He's going to find 1, looking for a second, and that is it. Dupree getting a multi-kill in this round, Device in the previous. This is looking absolutely fantastic for Astralis. Everybody's showing up in the last few rounds. And now we are looking down the barrel of an Astralis 2-1 victory over ENCE. And again, you do know what is on the line, and Fnatic fans are going to be pretty happy with the current state of affairs at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the scoreline is for Fnatic, though. I'm just going to take a very quick gander. And Fnatic right now, they're about to lose as well. It's 15-12 to NIP on the final deciding map. So we might actually see what ENCE and Fnatic losing here. Swedish Derby not really going the way of JW and his merry men, and Astralis, they just need the 1 more round, and suddenly they've woken up, they're looking to close this one out. Sunny pushing in, taking matters into his own capable hands as well. He finds 2, Sergey chimes in with a couple of frags of his own, and Device is left alone again. But this time, he's in a 1 versus 3, bomb dropped towards T-spawn, and you can see already Ariel pushing it all the way towards T-spawn.
It's like 7, just holding back. Device coming towards them. Surely ENCE are aware of this situation, that Device can certainly make this work. He's going to go back up through Banana, but look at the players coming in from behind as well. gets increasingly more difficult. He does have a smoke in the double flash, but we have the luxury of X-Ray. We know where X7 is playing from. Device has no idea. He's going to find him anyway. Headshot picked up, X7 dropped, and now Device is going to sprint to the plant, but it's immediately the flank from Ariel coming through. And it's another round on the board for ENCE. They stay afloat. They will not lose today, or in this round, should I say. At Astralis, they're going to have a buy coming back in. Device couldn't quite make the hero play work, but now ENCE stay afloat. They've got the buy coming back in. Certainly weaknesses, but enough to make it happen. And it's all about keeping the players alive, limiting the casualties, and being flawless as you move through the rest of regulation.
Just a very quick update as well. It looks like Dignitas have lost to Complexity a while back, and Fnatic have just lost to NIP. So for ENCE, this was a win condition. They needed Fnatic to lose, and they needed to win this one, but they still need to get 4 in a row, Dinko. 4 in a row to force overtime, and then try and grind it out. And Astralis really seem to have had enough. This is looking very dire indeed, but they're pushing in. Sunny just going for the blind spray, but they're taking so much damage. And Magist with the nade finds X7. It's all in Alu. He's going to fall to Magist. The B bomb side completely bereft of any CD side presence. And Astralis going to come pushing in. And this could be it, Dinko. This could be the game. And Dupree, he just walks in through the smoke and gets both the kills, headshots nonetheless. And that is going to be Astralis taking the series 2-1. And ENCE, unfortunately, they don't make it.
Well, unfortunately for ENCE, that is the end of the road, and while Astralis showed up in the last map, you know, this was just a better performance from them overall. There was less mistakes coming in. We've seen a few of them on Nuke that allowed ENCE to take the win there. Train was a bloodbath back and forth, but just overall, what a great best of 3 we've had.
That is just incredible, and we do, of course, have the final standings as well for you guys tuning in. We have Astralis on top of the group. We have the NIP second, Vitality third. Unfortunately, Heretics, ENCE, Fnatic, Complexity, and Dignitas will be kind of like the remaining teams in the groups. Astralis, NIP, and Vitality, the top 3 right now, alongside closely followed by Heretics. But for ENCE and Fnatic, it's just a heartbreak for both the teams, unfortunately.
Yeah, which is wild. I think Fnatic obviously were #1 in the world at a point during the ESL Road to Rio, and unfortunately they will not be making it. ENCE, though, positive signs. I think they've looked better now than they did a couple of weeks ago and even a couple of months ago. So maybe rebuilding this roster. You know, they've got a 6th man added in, obviously with it being a Valve event. Jampy's not playing, but they do have sort of a resurgence coming in from this team, and they're certainly playing much better than we've seen recently.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely signs of life, and looks really, really good indeed. Obviously, with the 6-man roster thing, I'm not too sure like how that's going to play out, like how much, which games are Yampy going to be, which tournaments is Yampy going to be playing on. That is something we're not very sure about yet. Of course, Road to Rio being a Valve, leading to the Valve Major means he can't be a part of it. But yeah, some signs of life for ENCE, but unfortunately, they won't make it. Astralis, it looks shaky. I won't lie, it looked very shaky, but at the end, it looked like Astralis of yore coming into play, especially Device just popping off, and there you have it. The Danes will come out on top, and they are on top of the group alongside NIP, who are a close second.
Well, a wonderful group of European Counter-Strike. We continue tomorrow. The ESL 1 Road to Rio show continues tomorrow. We'll be starting at 3 p.m. CEST with some more CIS Counter-Strike. Some madness. We get to deep dive into the Eastern European CS. And then we continue with Europe a little bit later on in the day. So that's it for us here on the C stream. That's it for us here at the ESL 1 Road to Rio for today. It's been a brilliant day of CS across the board. We thank you all for tuning in. And tune in tomorrow again for some more CS. We'll be back same place, same time. And we get the ESL 1 Road to Rio show underway.
What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
To be brilliant is to defy convention and challenge expectations. So Intel will bring the processing power for when it's time to go brilliant. Frame rates that keep up with your reflexes. Brilliant. Fast clock speeds for when you're on the clock. brilliant. It's what we do at Intel, powering you to master your potential. Will you rise? Intel, unleash your brilliance.
Last year, we took 2 lucky winners on a trip to Berlin and gave them the experience of a lifetime. This year, we can take you for a trip to Rio. Take part in a series of GG.bet contests for a chance to win awesome prizes and a trip to Rio. See details on the website.
All you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. All you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. Up from the dust and claim our throne. We all have our reasons why we are on this track. Oh, we all have our burdens, yeah, but we just keep on fighting and we never look back. Here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come, my tears, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. Under peach yellow skies, dreaming big and aiming high. Name the clouds passing by, wishing we run away. All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know.